administration. The way people will go to sign to show their good faith, they are in this country, and they never come back. They go with their car, they have to leave their car, they have to call someone to come pick up the car. We never see them again. They disappear. They go to jail, they keep them there for a year or two, and they send them back home.
Thank you very much.
Before they send back home, they torture mentally. And
Thank you
that's
very
what
much.
we don't want.
Thank you very much, Mr. Demba. Mr. Shafi, if you want to talk about the family separation that was very prominent in President Donald Trump's administration.
Thank you so much. You know, I will say let's have honest discussion. The point is, why are we here? Why are these African communities here? Some of them, because of a poor administration in our communities, that we plunged into war, we decided to do things in the other way around. Then we get over here. The travel ban and the deportation, he mentioned President Obama deported more than 3,000 immigrants. President Trump, there's no value in place. You know, when you come to a place, whatever a candidate will say does not represent whatever the cultures. Here today we are saying the cultures of the Democratic Party, does it aligns with the African culture, or the Republican Party aligns with the African culture? The point here is that in terms of deportation, people who cross from border and jump the fence without any documentation, yeah, when in every country you will be deported. But here we have a very genuine neighbors who welcome us, open their doors for us, give us education, and tell us follow the right way. The right way is the party that tell us go and do work the hard way, work hard, and change yourself and pursue the American dream.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I mean, is the audience interested, or I mean, we need some claps. Big claps. So I think, Tony, we have one more question for our debaters before we get into the audience questions, right? Well, I'm actually going to ask this question.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sorry.
No, because Mr. Shafi mentioned something very, very important, which is the woke movement of the Democratic Party, that, based on what he said, is not in line with the values of the Africans. Mr. Demba.
You mean woke? What do you mean by woke?
Well, he woke movement. He talked about your son going to school, coming back and wanting to be a
Call the girl.
Okay. Yeah.
and then he also mentioned, I believe, abortion.
Yeah.
Correct. So I would like to see what is the Democratic response to that, and in terms, especially again, because we're here for the African diaspora, right?
Yes.
And
So
how does that relate to us?
of course, and contrary to my elder here, I read the topic of the debate. It says value and interest. Okay, those are very important keywords. You said it's the same. For me, it's not the same. It's very different. We can have the same value and have different interests. Just to go to the topic, I just said here, I'm not okay with everything that the Democratic Party says, and I'm honest enough to say it. I said I'm a Muslim. I said I have my value, my home values, and I don't think the education system in the United States, whether it's under Democratic, whether it's under the Republican, is imposing the kids to say what he said. He's saying it very lightly, and these are very, very serious debates. This is not something that, you know, we say lightly like that. Like, oh yeah, I want to be a child, and the school is teaching I want to be a girl. It doesn't work like that. Because if your school is forcing your child to become a girl or pushing them to become a girl, you're allowed to go to file a lawsuit against that school, and we've seen that. So it's not as easy as he's saying. The world that we're in is changing, is evolving. It's a different world. The threat is everywhere. TikTok is the first threat. Internet.
Thank
Before
you.
you talk about
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have something to say before
Yeah.
I ask my next question to you?
Yes. I think it's very clear. I think he put it very clear that he will not resurrect with the Democratic Party. He's a Muslim like I am. And those are not something we're just saying it. It's an issue that is really lobbied by the Democratic Party. And we don't agree totally. Our faith is at stake. And there is no way, even the blind person who does not see anything, today will tell you that, no, do not vote with the Democrat. Vote with the party that resonates with your culture, with your life, with yourself, and your future, which is the kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So my question was to you now, Mr. Shafi. Many will argue that what you mentioned, meaning gay rights or the women rights, are things that are of civil rights importance. What would you say to that?
Thank you. We are in a country of freedom. When the person decides to do something on his own, that is his own thing. But you have to respect the cultures of others. You cannot impose me, you cannot impose into me as a Muslim to say that your child should go to surgery without your consent. I have no life then. Let me tell you, if every person of us around here had no father, there was no men in this world, was there going to be people? What if there was no women in this world? God created two types of people, a male and a female, and there is nothing else. And that's very clear. And those are the values he believes in it. My friend believes in that. And those are the values the Republican Party, regardless of religion, either you are Catholic, either you are Christian, they believe that there is a male and a female, nothing else.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Dalmar. We will give you some time to respond.
Yes. So if I could, I would just repeat his first two sentences, because he said this is a country that allows you to have a choice. Okay, and that's what the Democratic Party stands for. It's a democracy. United States is a democracy. He's talking about, that just like it's especially in the United States, even in Africa, some countries, you have that freedom. That's why America was built. It was built on people to have free will. And the Republican Party, what they're doing is different. They're imposing their views. They're imposing their way of seeing things. So on the other side, in the Democratic Party, people have the choice. And he's doing something that Donald Trump does very well, which means, I'm sorry, but creating fake news. He's saying they're imposing kids to choose their sexuality. That's not true. The Democratic Party is not doing that. You're not forced to choose to say that you're going to be a girl, you're going to be a woman. You are free to make your choice. That's the difference.
Thank you very much. Thank you again.
Can I add on to that?
Oh, well, you get a minute.
Thank you so much. I think it's very good to have a very honest discussion. That's always what I say. The point is that it's imposed. We have no choice. They impose into us, your child can go to surgery without your consent. Am I right? Yes. Is that not an imposement?
Yes. So what is a child for you? What is a child for you?
My child is my life. If you tell my child that she or he can do anything without my consent, I have no life.
No. That's not true. A child is a child.
That's true. That's what our state representative from the Democrat Party voted. That's what's happening in Minnesota. That's what's happening in California. It's widely seen, my brother.
How old is a child?
It's important. Surgeries are being instructed.
No, the choice. I'm saying the choice.
No, the choice is not from the child. The child.
No, you just said it. You said the child choose.
No, I didn't say so.
He imposed.
They impose into me,
to
and
who?
they say that child can get into surgery without my consent. Am I not a parent?
The child doesn't choose.
I don't have a choice for my child. What if my child tells me tomorrow he's not coming home and he's 5 years old?
Thank you again. Thank you very much. Thank you. How do you like?
Hold on.
This is how we have our debate in Africa.
Okay, all right. I want some more details, but okay, I guess we got to move on.
This is we get to.
I want to see a law that says what he said, because even opening a bank account, a child needs a parent at a certain age. So you can't do anything you want.
This is how we have our debate in Africa. We have timers, but our timers are just when your argument is done. So we get to allow some of the. I know, Tony, you're the. I love the interaction. I love the interaction.
Yes. Let them be.
So again, I think round of applause for our debaters. As long as they're not pointing fingers at each
Please,
other.
round of applause for yourselves because I like the energy that comes from the room.
Yeah.
When you disagree, that's good stuff.
That's very good.
My name is Oke King Sise, and I'm the founder and designer of Arutuke Collection, a contemporary African fashion brand based in Columbus, Ohio. I'm from Freetown, Sierra Leone, a very beautiful country in West Africa. My inspiration comes from the vibrant prints, the beautiful patterns, and the unique African fabric from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Oke King Sise, enjoy my fall-winter collection.
Support for the African Debate Series has been brought to you by Ohio Immigrant Alliance, Columbus African Festival, Fork in Nigeria, and 83 Gallery.
At this point, we would like to pass the floor to you guys. Your questions.
Okay.
So we're going to try to make it, how many questions do you want to take?
Well, can you do it for a minute and a half max?
Yes.
And we'll aim for, I only see 3 hands so far, so let's go with that.
So we want to be fair. So however number of questions we get Mr. Demba, we're going to get the same for Mr. Shafi. Fair enough?
So with your question, tell us who your question's for, or if it's for both of them, that's fine. And we'll go from there. Please.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, my name is Keo Umbe. I'm from Nigeria.
Welcome.
Igbo, to be exact. First of all, I think this is a very great activity you are doing this evening, and we should encourage. Thank you very much. Thank you. But I will start by saying the premise of your motion is somehow skewed. But the premise of your motion solicits certain angle of responses, and that's when we've got it. I'm not going to tell which way, but that's what it is. Then the other one is this. The two gentlemen are very eloquent and very direct in their points. But there is something we call history, and history is very critical. Even though some schools try to value history or don't teach it at all, those Africans who are here can be divided into 2 categories. The recent African immigrants are what I call economic immigrants or economic refugees. The other Africans are those who actually came here for academic pursuit. After that, they stayed. So what happens is that between these 2 Africans, they have 2 different perspectives of what America is. And that's what I see between the 2 gentlemen. So don't bear with me, I'm gonna finish. So when the gentleman said Republican Party represents African culture, Africa is multicultural. Africa is multicultural. So now if you take the head of the Republican Party as the epitome of the party, his values doesn't match African values. His values doesn't match African values. You say you're a Muslim. You don't speak the way he speaks, and that is the African value. Then you say that abortion is democratically sponsored. Who knows Mr. Cheney? Cheney is the most fervent Republican, but his daughter is a lesbian. Is a lesbian. So then you turn around, you say Republican Party supports business. Here, bear with me, gentlemen.
We're trying to get the question in.
We need a question though.
Because the time is of essence.
So
next time we'll get you again.
But the business we are talking about, Ohio has what they call House Bill 584 that created minority business enterprises, which is to help minority businesses flourish. Who killed it?
Is that a question there?
Yes.
Sir?
Okay, so
But yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I have more to do.
Yes, please, but next time we're gonna have right here. Next time we're gonna have.
So we got a question there.
We got a question.
So the question is clear, right?
I think
It's very specific. You need to rephrase it.
yeah, if you don't mind rephrasing your question to Mr. Shafi so he understands. Just a question, sir.
Who killed it? You said.
Who killed who?
Ohio, the state of Ohio, just like the federal government, they have programs trying to level the playing field economically, because it is assumed and it is proven that Caucasians have gotten a leg up. So in order to help balance the equilibrium, they created business aiding opportunities. All the states in the country have different names they call it. In Ohio, it was called House Bill 584. That was created by a Democratic governor, Democratic House, a Democratic Senate, and sponsored by Senator Bowen. Then it was doing very well. My question to you is that then, who killed it?
Who killed House Bill 584?
You know, we have to get back into history. If we get back into history, in every state, every governor who comes in builds some policies. But those are not long term. When you speak about Ohio history, we can go all the way to 1900s. When Christopher Columbus was here? When will we start?
1803.
1803. So the reality is that those governors and the current governor, I can only talk about the current situation of Ohio. Governor DeWine approached every entity in Ohio to make sure that, including the Somali Chamber of Commerce, including every organization that has got something to do with businesses. It was because of Governor DeWine that the Somali community that I preside have more than 10,000 businesses in Central Ohio. And I believe every other African community here, they did the same. So I can only talk at my age. I respect your question and I respect your age. You may not know better in the history. But the reality is, right now where we are in Ohio, I believe it's the Governor DeWine that made Ohio great again.
Thank you very much. Make Ohio great again. Thank you very much.
Please,
We have to go to another
So
person.
it's
Sir.
good to correct facts.
Well, please, but we gotta go to another question, if you don't mind.
Governor DeWine did not create 10,000 minority Somali. It's a law that was, there is liberality in creating businesses that is already established with the law.
Sir.
It's not Governor
Sir,
DeWine.
next time we're gonna have you on the chair here. We need you.
So
Any-
everybody, the next question, 1 minute, and it needs to end in a question, so we can
Yes.
get an answer out there.
So, anybody questions?
Doc,
Well, are we applying democracy? Can I have as much time as he did?
No, see, sir, we're not
You gotta
bragging.
learn
I
here.
don't see, I abide by the rules.
Okay,
The
thank you
public
very,
is over by the rules.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
No problem. Question. So you're talking about school, okay? I have 5 kids. One time my kid was 11 years old and came home because they also knew to respect the parents, not the kids. And came to with a book that said, mind you, Pedro, male, Pablo, female. Male. And they both say in the book, social books, say, Pablo and Pedro are partners and they want to have a baby. On the book. Back, we're talking 15 years ago. My kids are older, very well educated, engineers. Because the family is the nucleus of that. So I went to the school and asked them, how do you teach my kid this without my permission? They said, well, there's curriculum. I said, you either take this book out of the school or I have an army of 100 people, parents outside tomorrow. They took the book out, but it got worse. So how do you explain that kids has right or kids decide at what age? That's what I want to know from you. What is your limit that kids can make a decision?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And is it true? I saw it.
Sure.
I was heavily involved with my kids' school.
I appreciate that. Thanks so much. And you say you from which country?
No, I didn't say Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah, came in here at 18 years old.
Wow.
My mom died when I was 16.
So you
And-
live in the American dream. And you said
yeah.
this happened 15 years ago?
15 years ago, my kids'
Who
school.
was president?
You know,
Is it board? Who was setting the policy at that
no,
time?
no. The school board sets the policy, not the president.
No. But first of all, we're talking about parties.
We're talking about school. You're talking about school.
Yes.
I'm talking about school.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So it's okay. Let's just move straight to the answer.
You go to as
Yes.
we're talking parent, kids,
Okay.
and the school.
No problem.
No president, no.
No, I understand because
No
we're talking politics, difference of views between parties.
Yeah.
That's why
To the
I
audience.
asked you that. Because you said it's 15 years ago.
Yes.
And
And they pulled the book out.
yes,
And you-
so they give you a right
Yes.
to put the book out.
Well, their reason. They knew that they were
Yes.
reasonable.
So they were wrong, right?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, they were wrong because they didn't let you know first. They
yeah,
listened to you.
they took
Yeah,
the decision.
and they did not look at you like,
No.
oh, who is this Venezuelan who's coming to teach us what we should do?
Well, I went and said America.
Yeah, I'm just
Parents.
saying. I'm just saying.
Obama
They
was
respect.
president in
Obama was
2000.
It's okay.
Obama was president in 2000.
Thank you.
To your question.
I needed to know the whole context. Obama was in favor of gay rights, so I understand now. What I'm trying to say is, they didn't look at you as an immigrant.
No.
They did not look at you as someone who's dictating them what to do and who you were not a real American.
Yeah.
And I mean,
They saw me as a parent.
I'm just saying, they saw you as a parent. They respected you for who you are, and they respected your point of view, and they removed it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's what the Democratic Party is about. And the opposite side, the Republican Party is imposing people gun laws, and which is killing a lot of people. They're imposing people their views on immigration.
Thank you,
Let's talk about the
Mr.
school.
Demba.
I'm just talking about the fact that you were empowered by a
Mr.
system
Mr.
that
Demba.
allowed
I
you.
was a parent.
Mr.
Yes.
Demba, Mr.
Yes.
Demba, Mr. Demba, thank you very much. I mean, as lively as that exchange was, we want to be able to try
I
to
want to
control.
have what he had.
Well, Mr. You know, we're going to try to get there.
Dr. Barr?
Thank you very much. So our next questioner, Dr. Barr.
Yeah,
And whom are you asking the question to?
yes, I'm asking a question.
To whom?
To Mr. Shafi.
Mr.
Thank
Shafi,
you.
you are.
Go ahead.
Listening to you, you're a Muslim, right?
Yes.
Talking about being conservative, and as an African, I find it a little bit difficult to reconcile your argument about the Republican Party's values that is being aligned with the African culture, of which Prof here said, African culture is, kind of different, right? But my question to you, especially what got my interest was you talked about your friends and how you were able to make it more than them. For me, I feel like it was a little bit demeaning. But secondly, the Republican Party's ideology of pulling yourself by the bootstraps. For me, I find it very interesting. But my question to you is this: do you think that everybody at the same time can be able to pull himself or herself by the bootstraps, based on what you said?
Thank you so much. Thank you, my elder, again. Yes, everybody can do that. But how will you do that? When we came here, I'll start with myself. I had nothing. Zero. I had no dollars. I had only my bag and my family. That was all. So when I came here, the ways are very clear. And if you look at this country, the Republican lives and the Democratic life for us immigrants is very clear. The Democrats are telling us very clearly, stay in that Section 8 house and food stamps and stay there. That's what they are telling us. On the other side, they are telling us, hey, you are Americans. Feel free to live in this society. I live in Grove City. A lot of people think it's a white area. I live in the center of Grove City for 10 years. And I'm very proud I ran as a candidate. I was welcomed by my party. I walk around, I knock doors. That's the American dream. So the way you say, yes, everyone can make a change. But how can you make a change when the only thing you always guarded, either you're a Christian, a Muslim, is at stake? I cannot live a life when my child of 10 years old is being told that he's going to go have a surgery without my consent. I have no life.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So this is what this is.
Mustafa, let me just
Dr.
one minute of follow-up.
Dr.
This is a follow-up question.
No, we can't do that because you see democracy. So we thank you very much. We need to move on. Anybody else?
No, wait, sorry. In the red jacket behind you, and then her.
Because you
Madam,
haven't answered my question anyway.
Madam,
Y'all can have that discussion
yes,
afterwards.
we're going to try to keep the democracy going,
I
right?
have one question. I know you all won't know this, and some Americans don't either, okay? Who told you we are a democracy? We are not.
My man over there told me.
We are a constitutional republic. Okay? Now, a lot of people that live in the United States do not know that, so don't feel that, somebody told you the wrong thing. And someone's going to say, what is a democracy? A democracy is when you have one lamb and two wolves, and they're going to decide what's for dinner.
Majority
Majority vote. Okay? But we don't have that.
On to the question. Do you have one?
We're supposed to.
That was the question.
She was just
Who
correcting.
told you
Oh, she was just correcting.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Thank
correction.
you. Ma'am?
Thank you. Well, hi everyone. My name is Bessa Shira and I'm an immigrant just like you.
Hello.
20 years ago I came to this country to study mechanical engineering with nothing, right? Today I'm running for the Ohio Senate for District 16. So if you live in Dublin, Hilliard, New Albany, Gahanna, Westerville, Columbus, or Worthington, there's a chance you can have your immigrant for the very first time serving in the Ohio Senate. And that's what's incredible about this country. My question is actually, I would like for both of them to respond, if that's okay. What makes you two Americans? Give me that in your own answers. I'm curious. I'll let you decide who goes first.
Thank you so much. Same thing that makes you American makes me American.
No. You gotta
I'm gonna
He's going
I'm
into
not-
it. Give him a second.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Okay. It's just what you just said. You came here. What makes me American is the fact that I was given a chance to come into this country and be the man I am today. I love that about America. Okay? I'm a banker. I work for a bank on a daily basis. But before being here, I was in France. I spent 7 years there. I had 2 masters over there. I was never offered a chance.
Did you become French because you were
No,
French?
Let him
I
answer the
did. I had the
question.
choice. I did not become French because what I was seeing is they didn't want me there. They didn't want to give me the job that aligned with my degrees. I was working with people who are French people, and I was doing internship there. I was seeing how when they receive resume and they can't read my last names, they're like, oh, then they laugh about it. My last name is Diat. It's very complicated to say. But people didn't look at my last name in this country, and they gave me opportunities. That's what makes me American.
Thank you so much. What makes me an American is the opportunity I was given by this great nation. I came here as an immigrant. I was given everything I needed. If it's education, I got it. It's up to me to follow the American culture. When you swore in that constitution, when you're getting a passport, what do you say? I'll be loyal, defend the Constitution of the United States. For me to be loyal, I have to live the American dream. And the American dream is living the right way. Safeguard your culture, be an American, pay taxes, and live the American style of living. And that is not only and vote. Why we're here today, we're telling our African communities, go out and vote and do the right choices. The choices that aligns with your values. No one, including everyone here, will decide today and say, if I was a Muslim, I will not dare going into a church and change my religion. Every other Christian will not dare to go from their church and go to, and they will keep their cultures. American dream tells us, keep your culture, stay your life, and be the American dream, pay tax, and live the life that you persuaded, which is called the American dream.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So we're going to take 2 questions. Just 2 questions.
So here's the thing. The problem is, it was 2 people back here. Yeah, you in the green and the lady there. And
It's democracy.
I apologize. We only got time.
Constitutional Republic.
And those are the first 6 people that raised their hands. That's where we're going with.
So we're going
in the
to
green shirt.
Hello, everyone. Great panel. Wanted to ask a foreign policy question. I'm not sure if this was covered before I got in, but I wanted to basically get both panelists' response to which party, especially in recent memory, has been better for the African continent. So, for instance, right, under George W. Bush's administration, there was a lot of humanitarian work, like the PEPFAR program. He also negotiated for the South Sudan, the peaceful end of the Sudanese civil war that led to the creation of South Sudan and whatnot. Meanwhile, under the Obama administration, they were tying aid to whether or not Africans would recognize homosexuality, but they weren't doing it for the Middle East. They went and did regime change in Libya that caused a whole bunch of calamity that's still affecting West Africa to this day. Basically, in a nutshell, there's a lot of different good and bad that's happened with both Democrat and Republicans, but I want to get both of your take on which party has been better for Africans that are still living in Africa, especially in recent memory. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Shafi,
Thank you so much. Thanks for your question. I believe the Republican Party has done the best in terms of Africa. In my country, in Somalia, we belong into war. When President Trump was president, he managed to tell my government at that time, hey, we are not going to pay our soldiers to guard you. We will train your soldiers and make sure your administrative governments will come over. In the other way around, when Obama was president, we only had, UN, United Nations, UNESCO. Those are elements who are there for their own interest. I believe including Bush, President Bush was the person who enacted the policy of immigrant 200,000 Somalis to be in United States. That should go in record. It was President Bush who allowed us to be in this country today, regardless of where my community are voting right now. So I believe every time a Republican president comes over, the African dialogue changes. Guys, let's be honest. Our country's plunged into war. Why? Poor administrations? What was it? So whenever the Republican government comes on, they always see where can we help. If you look at the world right now, just an example, I'm a Muslim. I'm proud when the Taliban were in Camp David. Why? The president saw that there's no need for paying American soldiers dying in Afghanistan. He brought them home.
Thank
and
you
he
very
did
much.
that to every African country. So I believe every president Republican president that comes into power respect the African culture and make the African countries great again.
Yeah, that's it. So for the audience, before you start, we have to do this disclaimer. In our culture, it's kind of hard to say to an elder person, don't. It's time to go. So that's why it's kind of hard to stop Mr. Shafi sometimes. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. And I think it's good to pick and choose among the president. It's very comfortable. You choose Obama did this, Obama did that. Let's just go straight to the fact and let's talk about the president today. And the person who represents the Republican Party, who think he's going to be the next president, he called African countries shithole countries.
Thank you.
We still have that in our mind. He never set foot in Africa during his presidency. Zero policy for Africa. You talk about training your people. This is regular foreign policy. Americans have embassies. They have. I was at the United Nations, Senegal's mission to the United Nations. I was there in some discussions. Foreign policy is something that I've studied it and I love it. The person who went shake hands with Kim Jong, you name it, was Donald Trump. The person who destabilized Middle East is Donald Trump. We see the consequences today. The person who stopped funding for Ukraine for a quid pro quo is Donald Trump.
Thank you very
There's a
much.
lot of stuff that he did not do for Africa, but on the other hand, there's a lot of disrespect he showed towards Africans. He's not going to show respect for Africans that are here.
Thank you very much.
Can I
Thank
ask
you.
that for 1 minute?
Mr.
Just 1 minute. Thank you, Denver, for acknowledging that Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States.
I'm not saying that. I say that's what he thinks.
Oh, okay.
The point is that, Donald Trump, they told us that there will be wars. There will be Ukraine war. There will be China war. There will be there was no wars in his time. All the wars were ended. There was no Ukraine. Gaza is burning. 40,000 people died, my brother. Muslim brothers died under the leadership of Biden. And I'm telling you right now, I don't sleep at night when I see the children of Gaza. Muslims in the United States decided not to vote with the Democratic Party because of what's going on. Youngsters from the progressive youth who demonstrated just because they see the genocide in Gaza are not voting with the Democratic Party today. The reality is that our country is at stake. The only way is to vote for this great party and vote for Donald Trump.
I have to say something.
He needs a minute.
I have to correct the facts.
No, he needs a minute.
I feel like this is close to our
That's
but okay. It's all right.
constitutional
I
democracy.
have to correct the facts. The killing that you're seeing in Israel right now, between Israel and Palestine, was started by Donald Trump. I was in Israel when he chose Jerusalem as the capital city of only Israel. It was an international capital. Everybody could enjoy it. I was there. I saw how they split the security. Those people got along. They didn't have no problem. I was in the west area where we have the Jew people. I was in the Muslim area. In the Muslim area, you have some Jew people who rented in Muslim homes because it was cheaper. They have their way of doing things. America is over there. And the guy who does not even live in Israel decides that Jerusalem is the capital city of one group.
It was in the Bible.
And that's we're not talking religion. What I'm trying to say is we can go there.
And they won the warfare.
Thank you very much.
I respect the Bible and any book, but I'm talking about foreign policy.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Demba.
And what he's saying is not a fact. The war that we have there has been started by Donald Trump. He enacted the policy, the Abraham policy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That was a.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have one more question before our closing argument.
I gotta get the last question in the back there.
Yeah. Before I get to my question, I just want to fact check this gentleman. Trump's decision in 2020 to take out troops from Somalia was not actually helpful to Somalis in any way, and I would actually argue that it was harmful to our fellow African brothers and sisters in neighboring countries, because what actually happened was those troops were moved and displaced or relocated to other countries, and we know the impact that has. So I don't think that's helpful for anyone on the continent.
Thank you.
My question aligns very closely with Dr. Barr's. I think as two African leaders and community members, how do you reconcile, honestly reconcile, supporting candidates who have historically marginalized and really oppressed the voices of African immigrants? How do you support that when here in Ohio we see bills like Senate Bill 83 that are directly, and I guess this is more so for the Republican gentleman, bills like Senate Bill 83 that are targeting our higher education efforts. How do you support that? Because I heard you a few moments ago say that what makes you American is that you're able to get up every day and have your values respected. But then bills like this are clear examples of a violation of DEI efforts. And so how do you reconcile that?
Thank you so much, my sister. Your question is very direct. Yes, those here we are today because of our values. That's why we're here. That's why the debate is here. Does the Democratic Party aligns with our values, or does the Republican Party aligns with our values? There are thousands of bills up there that comes out every day that undermines some values of some people, either Christian, Muslims, white, black, any nation. We are a great nation here. My answer to you is that the values we're looking at does not align with the Republican, with the Democratic values. Our values of those bills that come, that's just a bill that will come out tomorrow and again be changed the next 5 years. It does not matter where it is. What matters is my value and your value. And my value and your value are at stake right now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
So again, a round of applause for debaters, please. Again, thank you for being here, and to the audience, thank you for your participation. We enjoyed their interaction. So at this moment, we're going to give each debater their closing 5 minutes for closing time, meaning that 2.5 minutes for Mr. Shafi and 2.5 minutes for you.
3 minutes. 3 minutes then.
But before, well, we like the half because it just makes it more difficult for you. But for the audience, we do have these cards where you can vote for the motions. I don't know if you have any.
If you don't have a card, please just raise your hand and
So we had a voting process before we started the conversation, and we are going to have one after. That way we can gauge if any of the debaters swayed your point of view. All right, Mr. Demba,
Yes.
please go. 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, 3 minutes.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the audience. You guys have been amazing. It was very interactive. I loved it. Thank you to our elder here, and thank you to you guys for organizing this debate. I think I learned a lot. We learned a lot during this debate. He said our value are at stake. My point is our existence is at stake, or our existence in the United States is at stake, because I saw how it was during Trump era. We were on the brink of a civil war. I'm not saying things lightly. It was civil war because I see militia group of black people getting armed. I see group of white people getting armed. People were walking on the street in groups with arms. I was in a country that I witnessed a civil war in Congo, and I saw how people were killing each other. And I saw the same thing in the United States during the George Floyd issue. I remember I was with my brother Ibrahim. We were in downtown, and we were marching, we were protesting. One of the most beautiful images that I saw, and it would always remain in my memory, is we saw like those military cars coming at us, and there was a group of white people. You know what they said? They said all black people in the middle. We were all black people in the middle, and the white people surrounded us. They constituted a shield to protect us because the soldiers were coming. It was here in downtown. I remember that. That's what I think America is. That's the beauty of this country, that we can all live together in this country and be respectful to each other. Regardless of our differences, we're always going to be different. Even in the same house, people are different, have different point of views. But on the topic, does the Republican Party aligns with our values? I would say no. What values are you talking about? He got caught by the word conservatism. What do you conserve? Conserve means you keep something. What do you keep? They keep talking about America great again. What was great? When was it great? What do you want to conserve? Because your culture and your value as a Muslim Somali are not something that was in America before. It's new. It's progressive. You're bringing it to add something to this country. There's no alignment between your values and the Republican values. On the other side, the Democratic parties, they give people the choice. I believe they give us the choice to be who we are, to wear what we want, to worship the way we want to worship in this country, and to welcome our brothers and sisters. My Muslim values align with that because we love neighbors, we love to welcome people, we help people when they come in our houses. That's what we do. I'm going to end here. For me, based on what he said, is you can be Democrat when you come here, get food stamp, get all that stuff, and when you become richer, a little bit bougie, then you become Republican. I don't think that's fine, and that's fair.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Round of applause for Mr. Dalmar. We're going to have, but Mr. Shafi, please, your closing statement.
Thank you so much. I will be very respectful because we're not going to argue again. I will be talking to the audience right now. Thank you so much, and I'll read very clear and slowly for you guys to understand. My minister right now, right?
Yes.
Well,
As we wrap up tonight's debate, I'd like to thank everyone for this opportunity to share my perspective. We have discussed how the Republican Party focus on economic freedom, educational choice, and family values, aligns closely with the values held by the African diaspora. Republicans believe in empowering individual families and communities to create a meaningful, lasting change. Through policies that support small business, promote personal responsibility, and offer choices in education, the GOP works to uplift our communities, providing tools for self-sufficiency and long-term prosperity. For African American and African migrants, families who came to this country seeking a brighter future, these principles are foundational. While both parties offer different approach, we are seeing real impact on our communities. Recently, nearly 29,000 Somali Americans left their homes in states like Minnesota, Ohio, Washington, Georgia, Arizona, and other states, due to policies that sideline parental rights in crucial decisions about their children, such as medical procedure and gender-related changes. These policies, lobbied by the Democratic Party, conflict with the family-centered, faith-based values central to African culture and the faith many of us practice. I believe the Republican vision best reflects the spirit of independence, resilience, prosperity that defines the African diaspora. As you cast your vote tonight, I urge you to consider which values and politics truly empower our communities to achieve lasting success. Audience, as I say, I'm not going to say anything about the debate. My friend was very clear. He said Donald Trump will be the next president. He knows that what's going on in our country. The young generation are fed up with the policies. And our people in every culture, the Muslims, you have seen in Michigan, you have seen in many places, that our country, the people who voted with the Democratic Republic, like many of my brothers and friends here, have changed their minds. Today, we are at stake. We either have two choices. To either live in peace. They used to tell us, and we used to hear, that those are a bunch of white people, they don't like you. No, I can say today as myself, I have been a candidate in Grove City. I live in Grove City for 10 years. I work in Grove City. I knock doors. I've never had a police escort. I never had anything.
Thank you very much.
That is the country we have. So please, as you can see, what's at stake, my African fellow Africans, please vote the right way and save your culture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to give some time to the audience to vote, and you can use your QR code based on what you've heard today from our two great debaters. You can vote for the motion or against the motion. At the end of it all, we're going to do the tally and tell you what we found.
How long do we have?
5 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can vote too, right?
Yeah.
Many small businesses have a difficult time establishing their brands and achieving sales growth worthy of their effort. As a small business owner, it might often seem that your marketing endeavors are an exercise in futility, especially when they don't convert to cash or views for your business. Hi, my name is D.A. Prier, call me DP. I am the executive project manager at EcoSquare. EcoSquare provides a set of holistic networking designs that support the branding, marketing, and sales needs of local communities and small businesses. These solutions are absolutely perfect for neighborhoods, collectives, and agencies interested in enhancing their digital presence or growing their share of voice, but can neither afford to hire a full-time marketing team, nor have the time or technical capacity to do so consistently. We can't wait for you to experience EcoSquare. Please feel free to get in touch.
maaha mid fiican oo wanaagsan mid wax lagu xalliyo oo wax lagu hagaajiyana maaha waxaa ka mid ah qaladaadka iyo akhdaada dhaca iyo gafafka marka ilmaha la korinayo in tadadub iyo kala duwanaansho loo muujiyo xagga mucaamalada
dunidan casriga ah tiknoolajiyadda ayaa hogaamisa aadanaha tanina waa sababta ay shirkadda baabuurta ee Toyota West isbeddel ballaaran ugu samaysay hal abuurkeedii gawaarida casriga ah xarunta shirkadda Toyota West ee galbeedka magaalada Columbus ee gobolka Ohio waxay bulshada Soomaaliyeed ee ku hadasha luuqadda hooyo u diyaarisay xirfadlayaal heegan u ah inay kuugu adeegaan sida ugu wanaagsan ee loo daryeelo macaamiisha iyagoo kugula hadlaya afkaaga hooyo
السلام عليكم مقعي وعبدول محمد
أنا مقعي عبد القادر جبريل واي
وعلى ون الصومالي والصومال أو شقة ثيورا ويست وحنا لنا قام فرنك سود هذا وحنا هنا سديد بقول أو جاري أو نيو كارا هنا وحنا هنا almost كن يتداو بقول أو جاري يوز كارا
Toyota West waxay idin diyaarisay gaadiid ka jawaaba oo darasa baahiyahaaga habka aad u nooshahay iyagoo ku diyaariyay baabuur aan lahayn wax riba ama dulsaara kanina waa gaarigii ugu dambeeyay ee ay soo saarto shirkaddu
magacayga Abdulqaadir Jibriil waaye I'm here at one of the product specialists over at Toyota West so dhawaada what I wanted to show you guys is the all new 2024 Toyota Tacoma gaariga ugu dambeeyay waayo shirkadda ka yimaada gaariga step waaye Garigan is top of the line, comes with everything that you're looking for. Come follow me and let me show you the inside. Gariga power seats, you don't have to do it manually, got it both the wire. You have a beautiful 12-inch display screen, sunroof, wireless charger, heated your cold seats with heated steering wheels. Beautiful car all around. This is what got new design white, getting a new design white. It almost looks like the Tundra. This is the TRD Pro white with JBL premium sound all around. Portable speakers that you can take out, take anywhere that you want. It works with the Gaddy and it works without the car as well.
Toyota waxay leedahay waxaan abuurnaa gaadiid annagoo dhagaysanayna talooyinkiina sababtoo ah waxay rumaysan yihiin in baabuurtooda loo sameeyay laguna saleeyay nolosheenna iyo baahiyaheenna wax ka badan filashadeenna
walaal hal waxa weyn hadda for example oo kale gawaari badan waxa jiro oo dadku qaadan karaan waxa la lease to own ama two part purchase waa no interest contract because gaarigan wuxuu ku iibsanayaa laba qayb oo kala iibsanaya marka hore uu lease garanayaa kadibna gadaal oo ka iibsan karaa that is how one way oo qofka interest looga badbaado mabaan iyo mid kale waxa sometimes dadku waxay rabaan inay qaataan waxa la fixed price price gaariga gaari ku iibsanaya oo dhaqaaqeen oo isbedeleen dadna saas jecel yihiin marka qof kasta oo waxa uu mudnaanta kuwaas siiyo ayaa anaga aan muhiim noo ah
ana inta main row ina dadkay caawiyo gaari noogiyo rawan wahiyo rawan ina ka caawiyo you know meelan dadkas dad showay you know isan dadkan badanishka af ingiriis ka saayan gaarin in baahinan you know ani hanga sing row may sin ka caawiyo gaar hadii aad u separate gaar la isticmaali gaar oo ragiisay gaar oo ado kun shilling 100 shilling la gado wahiyo ahaado in ka caawiye BZ4X oo gaar all electric ay gaari gas dhaman baan ku shuwayn gaarigaas may haysan hada promotion ina socdo ada 5 sano gaari interest la'aan ay oo you know 0% interest true 0% interest may wa gaarigaas BZ4X gaariyaan koona yaalan oo 0% ayaan
waxa ugu duwanaa waxa kamid ah waxaan haynaa horta largest used car single dealership oo in Columbus because aniga diirada badankood waxay hayaan 700 oo gaari aniga waxaan haynaa 1700 oo gaari oo used car oo price-kooda ka bilaabanaya $6,000 ilaa iyo 40 iyo 30 iyo 50 gaaraay Soomaaliya waxaan u baqaynaa inaan ku soo dhaweeyno gacmo furan aniga waxaan joogaa 5 days a week asagana 5 days joogaa so always qof meesha jooga always all the time oo Soomaalida caawinaya oo luqadooda af Soomaaliga ay ku dhalgayaan macnaheeda ay su'aal kasta oo ay rabaan looga jawaabayo taas one way midda labaad waxaan nala shaqeey manageriin aad u gacmo furan oo customer respect full siinaya ixtiraam full siinaya soo dhaweynaya la hadlaya salaamaya iyo we have one of the greatest maxaa la showroom in Columbus oo waa ujeedin soo weyn baaxadiisa طبعا السويديان صوري دون ان شاء الله
dunidan casriga ah tiknoolajiyadda ayaa hogaamisa aadanaha tanina waa sababta ay shirkadda baabuurta ee Toyota West isbedel ballaaran ugu samaysay hal abuurkeedii gawaarida casriga ah xarunta shirkadda Toyota West ee galbeedka magaalada Columbus ee gobolka Ohio waxay bulshada Soomaaliyeed ee ku hadasha luqadda hooyo u diyaarisay xirfadlayaal heegan u ah inay kuugu adeegaan sida ugu wanaagsan ee loo daryeelo macaamiisha iyagoo kugula hadlaya afkaaga hooyo
السلام عليكم مقعي وعبدول محمد
أنا مقعي عبد القادر جبريل واي
وعلى ون الصومالي والصومال أو شقة ثيورا ويست وحنا لنا قام فرنك سود هذا وحنا هنا سديد بقول أو جاري أو نيو كار هنا وحنا هنا almost كن يتداول بقول أو جاري يوز كاره
Toyota West waxay idin diyaarisay gaadiid ka jawaaba oo darasa baahiyahaaga habka aad u nooshahay iyagoo ku diyaariyay baabuur aan lahayn wax riba ama dulsaara kanina waa gaarigii ugu dambeeyay ee ay soo saarto shirkaddu
magacayga Abdulqaadir Jibriil waaye I'm here at one of the product specialists over at Toyota West so dhawaada what I wanted to show you guys is the all new 2024 Toyota Tacoma gaari ugu dambeeyay waaye shirkadda ka yimaada gaari step waaye Garigan is top of the line, comes with everything that you're looking for. Come follow me and let me show you the inside. Gariga power seats, you don't have to do it manually, got it both the wire. You have a beautiful 12-inch display screen, sunroof, wireless charger, heated your cold seats with heated steering wheels. Beautiful car all around. This is what new design white, getting a new design white. It almost looks like the Tundra. This is the TRD Pro white with JBL premium sound all around. Portable speakers that you can take anywhere that you want. It works with the Gaddy and it works without the car as well.
Toyota waxay leedahay waxaan abuurnaa gaadiid annagoo dhagaysanayna talooyinkiina sababtoo ah waxay rumaysan yihiin in baabuurtooda loo sameeyay laguna saleeyay nolosheenna iyo baahiyaheenna wax ka badan filashadeenna
wala hal waxa weyn hadda for example oo kale gawaari badan waxa jiro oo dadku qaadan karaan waxa la dhahay lease to own ama two part purchase waa no interest contract because gaarigan wuxuu ku iibsanayaa laba qayb oo kala iibsanaya marka hore uu lease garanayaa kadibna gadaal oo ka iibsan karaa that is how one way oo qofka interest looga badbaado mabaan iyo mid kale waxa sometimes dadku waxay rabaan inay qaataan waxa la dhahay fixed price price go'aan gaari ku iibsanaya oo dhaqaaqeen oo isbedeleen dadna saas jecel yihiin marka qof kasta oo waxa uu mudnaanta koowaad siiyo ayaa anaga aan muhiim noo ah
ana inta meengro ina dadkay caawiyo gaari noogiyo rawan wahiyo rawan ina ka caawiyo meelan dadkas wada showay isan dadkan badaneeshka af ingiriis ka saayan gaarin in baahinan aniga hanga singro may sin ka caawiyo gaar hadii aad u seeprabto gaar la isticmaali gaar oo ragiisay gaar oo ado 1,000 shilling 100 shilling la gado wahi ahaado insin ka caawiye BZ4X oo gaar all electric ay gaari gas dhaman ban ku shawaayn gaarigas may haysan hada promotion ina socod ada 5 sano gaari interest la'aan ay oo 0% interest true 0% interest may wa gaarigas BZ4X gaariyaan koona yaalan oo 0% ayan
waxaan ugu duwannahay waxaa ka mid ah waxaan haynaa horta largest used car single dealership oo maxaa la in Columbus because aniga dealerada badankood waxay hayaan 700 800 oo gaari aniga waxaan haynaa 1700 oo gaari oo used car oo price-kooda ka bilaabanaya $6,000 ilaa iyo 40 iyo 30 iyo 50 gaaraya Soomaaliya waxaan u baqaynaa inaan ku soo dhaweeyno gacmo furan aniga waxaan joogaa 5 days a week asagana 5 days joogaa so always qof meesha jooga always all the time oo Soomaalida caawinaya oo luqadooda af Soomaaliga ay ku dhalgayaan macnaheeda ay su'aal kasta oo ay rabaan looga jawaabayo taas one way midda labaad waxaan nala shaqeeyaa manageriin aad u gacmo furan oo customerka respect full siinaya ixtiraam full siinaya soo dhaweynaya la hadlaya salaamaya iyo we have one of the greatest oo maxaa la showroom in Columbus oo waa ujeedin suu u weyn yahay baaxadiisa dabcan studio-aan sawiri doona insha Allah
dadweynaha xushmada iyo qadarinta mudan ee iyagu xafladan ka soo qayb galay dhammaantiinba waxaan idinku soo dhaweynaya marka hore gacmo furan iyadoo maanta ay taariikhda tahay 16 bisha January ay kow tahay sanada 2024 aynu maraynaa waxaanu si qurux badan u joognaa magaalada Columbus Ohio dadweynaha Mareykanka xafladiyadu sida maqaal ah waad ka wanaagsan maadaama aad timaadeen waxaanu jecelnahay inaanu si qurux badan xafladdu aynu gudubto waxaan isleeyahay nin walba kaalinta kaga aadan markaan masraxan aan ugu yeero mikrofoonkan waxaan idinka codsan lahaa dhammaantiinba inaad igu tixgelisaan si uusan barnaamijka oo xeedaabkii uu lahaa uusan ka bixin qof walbo odayaasha dhaqanka ka mid oo masraxaas imaan doonana waxaan isleeyahay daqiiqadii loogu talagalay inuu ku soo koobo tan labaad waxaan codsan lahaa in barnaamijka jawigaanu ku jirno wax kale oo dibadda ka ah aan lagu soo dirin waayo madasha waxaan isugu nimid doodeeni ku saabsan tahay amaba baaqiya uu yahay in lagu xandeebnaado laga gudbin taa inaad iga aqbashaan aad baan u jeclaan lahaa walow bad islaam aanu nahayna waxaan isleeyahay marka ugu horra ayadii qur-aanka ayaanu jecelnahay inaanu ku bilaabno iyadoo kushuuxo ku jiro waxaan u yeerayaa sheekh shayeelo ayaan jeclahay qur-aanka inuu akhriyo
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
Hello, my name is Hannah Shields. I am studying to become a clinical mental health counselor and school counselor. But mainly the reason why this is so important to me is because I love our youth, right? Our youth deserve everything. They deserve all the opportunities, the chances, and just the opportunities to explore what they might want to do too. So being able to come and meet them where they are and just say, hey, this is a possibility for you, and encourage them is what keeps me going as a counselor, but also just as a human.
Hello. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah. Hi, my friends. Hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me today. Can we just give a quick round of applause for Ms. Mullins for being so amazing? so excuse me, I'm gonna be kind of walking around and I'm gonna do a couple spins. No.
Hello, my name is Jolena Brown, and I am a mathematics education major, and I'm a teacher, and I'm also an artist. And so with these things, doing math and art, I get to share both of them with the students, which is super cool, so that they know that they can explore different interests that they enjoy, and maybe even do both. And at that age, there's probably a lot of things on their mind, and they probably don't know exactly what they want to do yet. So kind of seeing other people follow their different interests and follow their careers will help them kind of see what they might want to do. So that's why this is really a special opportunity to kind of help with that and kind of show them what they can do with their lives as well. So.
Classes, geometry, all different types of math. I really enjoy all of it. So, do any of you like your math classes or enjoy math? No. Oh, yes, some people, yes. That's okay if you don't. Everyone has a favorite subject. But math is really everywhere, right? Because you have math used in your finances or in different courses.
Hello, my name is Cadmus Ennis Jr. I am one of the retention specialists at Central State University. And speaking to students is something that builds community and builds that drive and want in students to want to pursue a higher education. Starting from young and meeting them now helps us to build that bridge that wants them to stay connected to us and reaching out to community.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav and I'm in JTC 3 years now. Completed my bachelor's in mechanical engineering and completed master's in industrial engineering. So if anyone interested in the engineering field, this is the good chance to join in JTC and develop the career.
Okay, I'm going to speak to you a little bit about AGC. Although we're all very grateful to work at AGC and like our company is not unlike many large companies. As you'll see, there's several innovative.
Hello everyone, so my name is Gaurav Mahida and I am from AGC, Bellefontaine, Ohio. I am the lead process engineer in tempering department. And I'm here to help the students to guide for that engineering career. How's that impactful on their career to start build up from low to high. And this is a good chance to give the awareness of their future, how it's look like in the right now and how they can pursue for next part in their career. Thank you.
السلام عليكم magacaygu waxa waaye Sabrine waxaa joognaa Great Lake Hyundai on Morse Road 2800 Morse Road ku yaala maanta waxaa la joogaa gabar Emily la dhaho oo waxay noo kala sheegaysaa Great Lake Hyundai gaarigan cusub iyo safety dad badan baa ka walwalsanaa security system-ka gaariga ma la jebin karaa ma loo dhici karaa ma la xadi karaa so insha Allah Emily baa naga jaahil bixinaysa. Hi Emily, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Can you tell us more about this beautiful car behind us, please?
Yeah, we've got a 25 Santa Fe back here. It's got the push start, third row seating. It's one of the newer vehicles that Hyundai has released.
Gaariga waa kaasa gaari masha Allah waaye. Inshallah that gaarigan iyo kuwa la midaba hadaa rabtiin soo dhawaada. And then I was wondering about the security system. A lot of people are with the security system of Hyundai vehicles. Can you give us more information?
Yeah, so any vehicle like the new Santa Fe that has the push start will have an immobilizer installed so that it can't be stolen. And there are software updates available for the key cars that prevent them from being able to steal the car with that immobilizer installed on it as well.
Okay, waa maqasheen waxay tiri system update baa lagu sameeyay oo gaariga loo dhici karinin qof hadduu rabo inuu xado ma xadi karo systemkooda way update gareeyeen kuwa cusubna already wuu leeyahay. Great, thank you. And then what other questions? Is there anything else you would like to tell us about the vehicle or the security system?
Yeah, so the security system will prevent thefts. You can come down to our local dealership and get scheduled to get that installed, and that way it prevents the theft.